Hello and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Adrian Peck.
And I'm Matt Soetebeer. Today we'll give you the latest from across campus, the tri-state area, and the globe.
We'll also have your Seton Hall sports update and the 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. On March 23rd, Seton Hall undergraduate social work students joined other students and practitioners in the Trenton at the Legislative Education and Advocacy Day. This event was sponsored by the National Association of Social Workers New Jersey chapter. The goal of this event is to further social workers' knowledge about policy issues in substantive areas of social work, practice and teach participants about legislative advocacy. This annual event provides a great opportunity to experience legislative advocacy, as well as the lawmaking process. Social workers who work full-time in legislative or policy positions statewide shared their experiences and professional journeys in an attempt to get more students interested in this important area of practice.
Seton Hall's mock trial team will compete in the American Mock Trial Association's national tournament. Their 6-2 record made them eligible to participate in the AMTA for the first time in 13 years. This will be Seton Hall's second appearance in the tournament ever. It's also worth noting that they're the only team in New Jersey who made it this year, so the weight of the state is riding on them. Over 600 teams participated at the regional AMTA tournaments this past season. The coaches for the team are all associated with Seton Hall in one way or another. Head coach Yvonne Saperstein is an adjunct professor at the school, and the other coaches are former team members and students at the university. The Nationals will take place from April 14th to April 16th at Rhodes College located in Memphis, Tennessee. Now we'll send it over to Chrisopher Benitez Cuartas with the Seton Hall Sports Update. Chris?
Thanks, Matt. The Pirates traveled to West Long Branch to face the Monmouth Hawks in a Tuesday afternoon doubleheader led by phenomenal pitching. Seton Hall grabbed 2 victories in the span of 5 hours. Junior Sidney Babbitt received the start in the circle in the first matchup, and Seton Hall won 10-1. Babbitt pitched 4 scoreless innings and finished the contest with 5 inning pitches, 5 hits given up, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Freshman Kyra Kreuscher tossed the second game, and the Hall won 3-0. The freshman brought her ERA below 2 by pitching 7 scoreless innings. She had more strikeouts than hits given up and only walked 1 batter. Seton Hall provided enough offense to help her record her second win of the season and the team's 17th. The squad will be back in action on Wednesday, taking on the Stony Brook Seawolves. Wednesday's game will begin at 3 p.m. in Stony Brook, New York. Over on the baseball diamond, Seton Hall defeated the St. Peter's 5-1 at Mike Shepard Stadium yesterday. Junior Staus Pekrovsky and Max Vieira homered. 4 different Seton Hall pitchers helped St. Peter's hit just 3 hits. St. Peter's plated a run in the top of the first, but the Pirates' pitching shut down the Peacocks the rest of the way. The Hall tied the game on Vieira's solo shot to lead off the bottom of the second and took the lead on an RBI single by Devin Hack. Seton Hall improves to 9-12 on the young season. The team's next game is at home on Wednesday against Wagner. The first 100 fans in attendance will receive a free t-shirt, so head on down to support the baseball team. That'll wrap up your Seton Hall Sports Update. Once again, I am Chrisopher Benitez Cuartas. Back to Matt and Adrian.
There will soon be a new dean at Rutgers Law School. It was announced that Johanna Bond will take the role as of July 3rd, 2023. Her previous job experience consists of being the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs at Washington and Lee's University School. An accomplished legal scholar and a strong academic administrator, Professor Johanna Bond is uniquely qualified to serve as the Dean of Rutgers Law University, said Antonio Tillis, Chancellor of Rutgers University Camden. Bond is a creative thinker that will continue to push Rutgers Law School towards ongoing success. She has received awards like the Lewis Prize for Excellence in Legal Scholarship and the Ethan Allen Faculty Award for Scholarship. Bond intends to work within the school's community to make the law program one of the best in the nation. She is still awaiting the Board of Governors' approval for her appointment.
Kane University students have successfully published their own creative writing. Many different students and alumni have had their short stories, poems, and other works published. One student, Rabia Ashraf, has already had a poem, an essay, and 2 short stories published. She recently signed with a literary agent as she hopes to publish her first novel about a South Asian Muslim mother and her daughter in New York City post 9/11. Kane adjunct instructor William Mesk says that he doesn't require students' work to be published, but he looks for specific work from students that may fit into a certain literary molds. Quote, if a student is serious about pursuing writing in any way, they need to learn the ropes, gauging whether a publication may be a good fit for their material, tailoring work for specific publications, and dealing with rejection.
A review done by Princeton University ranked NJIT as one of the 50 best schools in the nation to study game design. The review stretched out to over 150 schools, most of which were located in the United States. The 4 specifics that the reviewers looked for were technology, faculty, academics, and career prospects. The rankings were done based upon over 40 data points. NJIT's program was created in 2003 with the intent of aiding students who are interested in programming and developing gaming experiences. The program has grown dramatically over the past decade, and it is full of hardworking students that can create different aspects of a video game. Examples include designers and developers, while there are also some students who are more focused on the art. The university has been so successful that they're even able to host the Global Game Jam. They deserve their top 50 ranking and will continue to blossom as a school for the game developers on the rise.
A graduate student from Montclair State is building a $7.5 million AI company. Raz Besliu is a graduate student at Montclair State who works as a founding NLP research scientist. The company she works for, Seek AI, just received $7.5 million in pre-seed and seeding funding. Besliu says she puts in about 60 hours a week at her job, and another 20 for her school. Seek has over a dozen pilots with tech and consumer brands that range from startups all the way to Fortune 100 companies. According to their press release statement, Seek AI will use the funds to, quote, accelerate product development and support its mission of making data accessible to anyone in an organization via a natural language interface. Now we'll send it over to Chris Kiely with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Chris?
Thanks, Adrian. Hello, Pirate fans. I'm Chris Kiely here with your 5-day weather forecast. Today, expect a mostly sunny day as it will cool off later tonight with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 31 degrees. As for tomorrow, expect those sunny skies to remain, but the temperatures to get even colder. You'll have a high of 48 and a low of 32. For the beginning of the weekend on Friday, it'll be a steadily warmer as it will be a mostly cloudy throughout the day and morph into rain showers at night. The high will be 60 with lows of 54. And on Saturday, expect to bring out a rain jacket or pull out your umbrellas as you will have a rainy and windy day and a cool evening. You should expect a highs of 72 and lows of 32. Finally, on Palm Sunday, it will be clear and sunny with highs to 52 and lows of 36 and be slightly windy. One thing for sure is that warm weather days are slowly becoming the majority of forecasts as we reach closer and closer to April. That'll wrap up your weather forecast in South Orange. Once again, my name is Chris Kiely. Now sending it back to Adrian and Matt at the desk with more of the news you need to know.
A missing 11-year-old girl was rescued in Pennsylvania after authorities say they were able to find her location thanks to her iPad's geolocation. Pennsylvania state troopers were notified of the missing child on Sunday, who was last seen riding her bike towards Youngwood in western Pennsylvania. The Westmoreland District Attorney's Office said in a statement, authorities arrived on the scene and found the girl's bicycle near a gas station, where a bloodhound team picked up the child's scent. The child was found later that day, and police arrested the 43-year-old Keith Lillock, charging him with luring a child into a motor vehicle and interference with the custody of children, authorities said.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has announced that the House will be moving forward with the TikTok legislation. In a tweet on Sunday, McCarthy said, "It's very concerning that the CEO of TikTok can't be honest and admit what we already know to be true. China has access to TikTok user data." A congressional panel asked the CEO of TikTok many hard-hitting questions just last week, and that was McCarthy's response after all the questioning. The focus is to provide national security for Americans and to avoid the Chinese Communist Party by all means necessary. McCarthy did not expand upon what the legislation the House wants to push for, but his intentions are clear. He has publicly said that he would support banning TikTok. He strongly believes that TikTok would have a much safer platform had it been previously sold to an American company. That's going to wrap up today's episode of Pirate News. I'm Matthew Soetebeer.
And I'm Adrian Peck. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day.